up, you guys? So I come with a Superman review for you guys. Now, I came into this movie with a tempered expectation. I love superheroes and I love the world of superheroes, whether it's DC and some Marvel, and I saw the trailers, wasn't really too excited with the trailers and how the trailers were made or anything that was shown in the trailers, in all honesty, but because I really do want Superman to succeed and to have his own universe and to have a storyline fleshed out for him, I did really come into this movie with some hope and some excitement. So this movie is good. There are good things about this that I really enjoyed, and there are bad things about it too that I thought could have been better, and I'm gonna start with the good first. So David Carson's Superman was really great. I think he did a really good job in encapsulating his version of Superman. Now, this character has 80 years of lore that he could choose from, and he picks and chooses bits and bobs from the character all over the 80 years of lifespan that this character has had in our pop culture, and he made it his own, which was really nice to see. I think he did a really great job with Clark Kent and Superman, because when you play Superman, you're not just playing one role, you're playing two, as with any other superhero role. I guess most of them have two characters, you know, your alter ego, and I think he made Clark Kent his own. I think he encapsulated him really well. It was really fun to see this new version of Superman and how he did it in his own way. It's very different to Henry Cavill's Superman, and it's also kind of different to Christopher Reeve's Superman too. So it's his own, and it's different and unique, and it's a new take. And if you're coming into this movie with an open mind, as you shouldn't really be comparing it to any other versions of Superman. I genuinely loved Lois Lane's portrayal too. I think she did such a fantastic job. Her character was amazing. Her character did her own thing. She was almost like a superhero in her own right. She helped Superman. She furthered the cause and helped humanity in her own way, and through her reporting, through her journalism, through her questions, as she should, because she's the famous Lois Lane. I think that both Lois Lane and Superman, and Lois Lane and Clark Kent, the chemistry that she had with both of the characters and the chemistry that he had with her whilst he was playing both characters was really fun. So I loved that pairing, and they are the iconic you know, superhero pairing that we have. Now, the biggest surprise for me, the other great thing about this movie that I really was taken aback with, was Mr. Terrific. I genuinely loved his character. I did not expect to come in loving his character. I had my reservations about the Justice League / Justice Gang / Justice Society that they were trying to go with. Genuinely did do a fantastic job with it, and I found myself really enjoying his character. The other great thing was Nicholas Hoult. He also did a good job with Lex Luthor. Is he my favourite Lex Luthor? No, but he did his own version and his own adaptation, and I wasn't really on board with Nicholas Hoult's casting as Lex Luthor, but it did really well, for me at least. Well, as well as it could be within the plotline and the storylines that they're dealing with. Now, all four of these characters that I genuinely enjoyed and had a great time with when they were on screen, they were doing the absolute best that they could with the storyline and plot lines that they had. That is going to be expanded upon later. Now, the other great thing that I did enjoy before going on is the storyline. One storyline that they did focus on here and there was the Middle East situation that they had with two countries. I am very grateful that they went there. Is it the best that they could have done in terms of portraying that conflict? Not by a margin, but it was still great that they went there, and the parallels that we see in our real life is very appreciated that it was touched upon. Now, onto the things that I didn't quite enjoy as much. Some plot lines and storylines just didn't work well for me. I genuinely didn't enjoy Jimmy Olsen's character or anything that had to do with Jimmy Olsen. I understand why Jimmy Olsen's character was used in that way and how he was able to facilitate certain things that happened in the movie. I wish it was done slightly better, or in a way that could have been a bit more, or at least in a way that was less dumb. Some parts were dumb with his character and the way things worked out. I'm just like, I cannot believe this. But also in this world, I guess some of the things that happened in the movie could actually happen in this world, because in this day and age anything can happen. So it's not too far off, but is it my favourite choice? No. So that's one thing that I didn't enjoy. The score, I felt 50-50 on it. They did try and make a specific score for David's Superman, but here's my thing. I absolutely love John Williams. He's a mastermind. He is one of the best, if not the best, composers and people who've worked on movie scores in the history of movies. I love his Jurassic Park. I love Star Wars. I love the myriad of pieces of beautiful music that I've been able to have and enjoy through decades of film. With that being said, I genuinely hoped that they would give him his own score, his own thing that's unique to him. Christopher Reeve deserves his own score, and that's amazing and iconic. Henry Cavill deserves his own score, and that's amazing. And to me, it's iconic. I know it's not generally iconic, but I was hoping that, you know, in general for superheroes, that each one is given its own vibe. I do appreciate that they didn't overly use it, but it was there for people who do enjoy it and do want to go back to the nostalgia of it. So I'm 50-50 on the score. There's parts that and I still enjoyed it too, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the nods to John Williams' score, but you know, hopefully in the next film he gets his complete own score for himself. I understand why they did certain choices with the plot line. There are certain things that I feel like are a setup for an entire DC universe, and I understand that some parts can be expanded upon, whether it's using it for Superman's character later on in movie 2, 3 or whatever goes on in that world. I'm hoping it does. I really do want Superman to thrive and have his own universe and have his own movies. So if it does go ahead, I understand why they've chosen to show certain things in this film. Or if they go ahead with Hawkgirl, or I don't know, the Justice Gang or whatever it is that they want to call it later on, if they do want to go ahead with that, I do understand why they've put a lot of things, but because it's so much to take in one go, it kind of feels overwhelming and messy, which is my gripe with it. There is a level of messiness in this film that doesn't feel quite as tight, doesn't feel quite as packed well together. And I don't know how to explain it. I've been thinking about this over the last 24 hours. I watched the film yesterday, and I really want to do it justice in my review, because he's such a dear character to anyone who loves superheroes. And you know, me and my husband love this universe and love these works. So yeah, that's why I don't want to really go into spoilers, but that's how I feel about the messiness of the movie. There definitely were some heartwarming parts. There definitely were some fun parts to see and like enjoy, but all in all, I think it's a good start for this universe. It is worth watching, especially if you are a Superman fan, just to see this new take, just to see this fresh new take of this world. So if you do want to watch it, I definitely do think you should. And if you're still questioning yourself, always go matinee, and it's worth going there and seeing how you feel with this character and seeing this new world and this new universe develop. Either way, I hope you enjoyed my review of this. All in all, I think this movie is a solid 3 out of 5. I've been umming and ahhing between 3 and 3.5. There's a lot of fun things in this, and there's a lot of things that just don't quite fit right. So it's either 3 or 3.5 out of 5. I'm genuinely not a person who loves scoring, but I feel like it needs to sit more, and maybe after a second watch I can have an updated score in the description bar, but now I'm still deciding between those scores. But I just wanted my opinions about this film to be out there in terms of how I'm talking it through. So yeah, I hope you do enjoy it if you do get to go and watch it, and if you don't really want to watch it, I hope you enjoy whatever films out there that you are enjoying right now. And yeah, till next time guys, I'm going to try and do more reviews. Also, I went with my Clark Kent style glasses that I have for this, so I don't know if that's making me look funny, but yeah. Till next time guys.